Oh, yes, yes, yes. um, I'm somewhat concerned that nobody actually recognizes my rights. Yes. Now, this word is so good. It's called royalty. Yes. Uh-huh. Mineral right. A right to take minerals from contained area of ground. Yes. A receipt. Oh, and then there's mineral lease. Oh, royalty. Pooch. Now, this royalty that you get, yes. There are a lot of different royalties. I know that I had emailed Sony about the royalties of those that are, well, musicians or actors and actresses. A lot of income is actually derived from the royalties of intellectual property, creative property, pooch. Then, of course, there's mineral rights and might be other rights. Yes. Now, if you look through the actual income of each and every individual of the United States, yes. Are they receiving any royalties? Because I thought I should get some royalties myself. Pooch. Now there's a possibility of making a movie. Oh, is it going to have a happy ending? Ooch. Or am I going to be admitted into a mental facility and you are going to administer psychotropic medication against my will? Ouch! Now there's always a big question of the movie, okay? For 2.5 years, I've emailed 2 million emails about my intellectual property, YouTube. Pooch. I thought there could be some movies made about this where the sheriffs and the police departments refuse to acknowledge the requirements of the law. They make me stranded out here in 39-degree weather, sitting on the side of the street explaining the reasonings. Why? Now, let's say that I sold some of the rights to this video and every video that I've made. Did YouTube think, ouch, is it my intellectual property when I'm holding the video camera and I'm speaking to the video camera? I know YouTube would say it's our account and oh, oh, oh. Well, let's say I'm missing some money today. Motivational speaker? Yes. Preacher? Yes. 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 The possibility of a book deal? Pooch. Or multiple books? Ouch. 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 Then there's the publication. Do you get paid? Let's say you did a nice article about an adopted daughter from Haiti. Yes. But the individuals that advertise in your newspaper, do they want the actual date of publication? It's kind of like, well, this was publicized. Are all of those businesses still in business 6 years later? You would think that every advertiser of every newspaper and magazine, they would want to make sure that if anybody was reading any of the old articles, yes, that they would see the advertisement that could generate some business for them. Yes. But you put a date on there 2 years later because you didn't want to take the time to change the dates on all the publicized articles that were, well, somebody must have advertised on that very nice piece about the adopted daughter from Haiti. Yes! Now, I'm thinking, why don't you get me the advertisers of every newspaper and magazine? I'd like to know how much they pay to be able to advertise their good or service. Pooch! And then I'd like to know, is there any value in these videos that I've been making that I've been emailing to those in office? And I thought there might be a movie in this someplace. Pooch, might be a book. In fact, I might find myself in a magazine as an actual individual that gets questioned about, well, can you tell us about your 7.5 years of homelessness? Ooch. And then your sons were kidnapped. Ooch. And your civil rights were violated. Ooch. You know, I don't know how much they pay to actually. Well, it could be a multi-billion-dollar day. Now, when I think about the royalties of my personal life, could be one of these blockbusters. Yes. Could be some music involved. Oh my gosh. Look at the drama and the scenes of a guy that can't get law enforcement to enforce his rights of not being trespassed on and not being burglarized. Yes, not enforcing his civil rights and then saying he's crazy for not admitting the evidence that he wasn't in Squim and he wasn't in Brennan Pooch. Now, a lot of times when you watch these movies, yes, it could be on TV. Yes, it could. It could be at a movie theater. Oh my gosh, look at the drama. It could be one of these action movies. Action! Pooch. Now, I'm wanting to know every royalty of every taxpayer of the United States of America. Now, I know it's really a love story about how a man wants to talk to a woman that wasn't in a picture in a Rotarian newsletter, that happened to be in a newspaper article that was a fraudulent newspaper article. I know. I'm missing out on a lot of money today, aren't I? I mean, I'm sitting here in, 39-degree weather on the side of the road. It's a love story. It's so good. Now, what do you...